We built a front lip. It looks amazing. But do you say so myself? I'm gonna have to do some filling for some of these like pinholes and stuff like that, but she's got good bones. That's all that matters. We'll build a flange for all this stuff. And then this lip will obviously match up to our front flares. And then I'll grab you a air shot in a minute. Thank you. Yep. We should hit up MA and be like, hey, once you're done with the Volvo.
Yeah, dude, they want to see it. They want to see it badly. I'm surprised it had built up that much traction.
We should actually, we should talk about it in this episode.
All right, yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome to the paint shop.
Nice blueberry Volvo.
Yeah.
That you
actually,
own.
yeah, you guys, a lot of people have been noticing this Volvo. Volvo is actually sick. So, got a whole painted engine bay, but MA Motorsports actually has done a 1J or 2J swap on this thing. Like the trans tunnel and everything.
Dude, that trans tunnel was badass.
That's all been done. We painted it and stuff like that. So we're just kind of doing some of the body work and paint work on this thing. But mention in the comments if you want us to like hit up MA Motorsports and maybe walk back through their shop once they have this thing back together and do like a whole video on this thing, because it is actually badass. Alright, well we're gonna go prime the rear flares, and then while that's drying, probably jump back and work on the front flares a little bit. And then once that's dry, we'll sand that and get that ready to start at least laying the gel coat and some of the other layers of the mold making process.
And then get back to the foam, or you foamed out?
I'm foamed out for right now, until we're doing the front lip, but I'm gonna get all this other
sad
stuff
day,
done.
sad day.
Yeah. I foamed this morning, but you weren't here yet.
Yeah, I had to wait for my clothes and I had to poop.
All right, so step one, degrease your damn, I messed my words up. Degrease your product. And they have an endless supply of this stuff. It's like, it just pops up out of nowhere. It's so magical. So Tim is about to spray some of that magical primer juice on this, on the plug. All right, so let's just get y'all on the chest cam.
Yeah. So basically what we've been doing is, well, in the last episode you saw that we mounted the flares and then we foamed this up. All I did was just cut it with my little saw guy. Where is he?
Special. Damn, whip that thing out. Shoot.
Actually got hot.
That's how you know how hot the foam get. It's just crazy.
So like I was saying, we just need a flange. We're using the old hood fender side thing as the flange for this outer side of the flare or whatever part you're making. And we needed a flange on the inside. And this just was the easiest way to do it.
But that's why you said it's really good flange material.
Well, this stuff's easy because you can just fill it up. Like I literally just taped this corner and filled this corner right here. And it took like a couple minutes and then just knocked it down with some 80 grit. Now I'm just gonna skim it with some top coat because this is super porous. Obviously you couldn't.
You need it to be really smooth.
Yeah. So just like the rear flares that we did, hit all the foam into like the correct shape, then skim it with some top coat body filler, just to fill in all the holes, get it pretty smooth. Any like little pinholes don't really matter too much. Where like in a painted part, it would really matter. You couldn't paint something like that because that would show up.
Mm-hmm.
But after we prime it and sand it, if it has any pinholes, we wax the part with like at least 3 coats of wax before you make the molds anyways. That'll fill in all that stuff.
So the same type of wax we use with the flares and all
part all paste
part all
stuff.
paste?
Yeah, yep. So what I'm going to continue to do is I'm going to skim this little section right here, get that ready for primer. The rest of this flare is pretty much done. I added this flange on here because this corner of the flare right here.
Really? Out of carbon fiber? You bougie.
I have spare carbon fibers laying around from cutting it apart. But because this flare will actually lip around and then this is the bolt hole. But it'll make more sense later once I make the first part and show you.
Okay.
I'm not even going to go and explain that because it won't make any sense. But this side over here is not as far along. You saw we just shaped this foam a little bit and then hit it with like a skim of top coat. It's got way too many holes for what I would really like to have. So I'm going to hit this down real quick, skim it one more time probably. And then like a while ago, I actually cut this corner of the flare off before I decided to go carbon body. I was actually going to use these flares, so I reattached it with some epoxy, but I'll have to do a little bit of top coat to get away from, well, to hide the seam that was in this. And then do the same thing with the carbon fiber on this corner to mimic that side, and then this side will be good to go into primer too. So then once we prime it, sand it, then we can start waxing it and go on to making the molds, which will be next episode, actually mold making of the front flares and the rear flares. We do that all at the same time. Then after that stuff's done, we'll actually go on to making the front lip, because that's it's a lot more work than these. But we got a plan, so let's get to it.
We're closed. If only we can incorporate some ASMR with that one.
We'll make our own sound effects.
up here.
I like to leave tape marks around when you just got to do a couple skim spots. Leave a bunch of pieces of tape around so you remember the spots that you need to skim. I got 4 spots I really want to skim, and it'd be really easy for me to just forget one of them. And you got to mix it up all again. It's really annoying. So leave little tape markers. I know where I got to hit that. I don't even know if you can hear me right now.
They're gonna hear you as best as they can.
All right, thank you. Pump up that audio. All right. Good enough. I wrote all of it if I did at least do it record.
I feel like a damn robot. Oh man, I forgot to turn this off.
Actually, if you want to help me move some of those doors, we can actually go to the bigger way.
Sure thing.
Alright, remember to swap your hands so we can flip it.
Hold on,
What
what?
is it?
How the? Oh,
We're gonna go like this. Yep. We gotta lift it up, probably move it over.
shit, man.
We're good.
This is weird. Damn, this bitch is heavy. Hold up. I'm just gonna have to. Sit on my foot. Okay, this is just terrible. Hold up. My brain ain't processing. Hold up. So how you doing this again?
Flip it that way.
So you go like this and like this.
So when you flip it back,
How's your hand placement? Oh. Okay.
alright, now we're flipped. Now we gotta go back over there.
They probably like, this idiot. Trust me, I'll call myself an idiot if I could. Which I just did.
You just did it. You did.
Alright, so Tim has just officially finished sanding. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Yep.
And we're
We
on.
have 4 out of the 5 panels. We got 4 out of the 5 plugs done. 2 of them are together, so it's kind of cheating, but the only last one we have is the hardest also.
You guys wondering why I'm standing like this? It's because
Yeah,
Fixing his posture, that's why.
I'm
Nothing to do
fine.
with the camera.
You said flip it over in here?
No, we're gonna be going the right direction now.
What was that?
We're just laying on this thing.
Shit.
What was the other gun you just had?
That's our primary gun.
Oh.
I used this one for the first plug that we primed this morning, but this doesn't have as big of a tip as that, so that puts out a lot more product versus this. This is really for base coat.
It looks like a seagull, but it was stupid like a pigeon.
It looked like a seagull, but it was stupid like a pigeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't like saying we have seagulls. I don't think that's right.
We got bagels.
Is that what we have?
Bagels, yeah, dude.
Are they real? Is that real? You're making the bagel joke. I didn't.
No, I mean we live on a bay. It's a bay, you know.
They're gulls, so they're just called gulls?
Yeah.
Alright, that's stupid. That's not there.
And we're back. So we've primed both plugs. So the next step would be we're gonna sand these super smooth, and then fill any like these little holes and stuff like that with wax.
Because that would show up like what in the final product if you didn't.
Well, yeah, then they would be little pins in the mold, which we don't want. So we'll fill those with wax. We'll sand the whole thing, fill them with wax the entire part, then mold release, PVA stuff, and then go right into gel coat and fiberglass.
Are you gonna do the gel coat in here?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
All right, let me go set
paint booth makes it a lot easier. So.
Let's go set this on a tripod. Let me see that gel coat. Listening to some Tatiana, I see, sir. I guess since we just finished priming the front clip, you got some goodies, I guess.
Fiberglass sent us home with some good stuff.
That's why we went to go meet them, y'all. Damn. Ooh. I'm hyped. So which box shall we open first?
Big one.
I vote the flammable one.
Flammable one.
Yep.
All right.